Hello guys, welcome back to Livestock Farm. Do you know that the 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 that you have currently can set up something for you in agricultural or niche? If today is the first time of coming across my YouTube channel, do it to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Turn the notification bell to be notified when next I drop a video on my YouTube channel. So the reason why I decided to make this particular video is due to the fact that several people has been reaching out to me that Julius, I have about 300,000, 400,000, 500,000. Can I use this particular money to start up something in agricultural niche or in agricultural sectors, especially in the times of the livestock farming? So my answer today is yes. You can actually use this particular little money that it thinks that is not amount to anything. You can use that to set up something for your family, or you can use that to set up a little farm for yourself, and at the end of the day you start making profit from it. So in this particular video I'll be explaining the type of livestock farming that you can set up with your 200,000, 100,000 or 500,000. So please just sit down, take your pen and write out something or gain something from this particular video. One of the things that has been stopping a lot of us for achieving things in this livestock of a thing is our mentality. So you have to, your mentality must be very, very okay. The way you think about things, the way you process things, you have to start changing it as of today. You understand? It's very, very important. Have the right mentality about yes, I can do it. You understand? Have the right mentality about it. Get a very good skill. Think about it. Ask questions. Be creative, be genius in this particular stuff, and at the end of the day you'll be able to achieve what you are looking for. You understand? Before I started my YouTube channel, let me just give you a quick or a little story about me. Before I started this particular YouTube channel, for those people that have known me for a very long time in Livestock Farm, you should know that even when I started the first video that I made about agricultural of a thing, I was even shouting in that video because I made the video about, on how to start up a maize farm. Yes, if you can check that out in my YouTube channel, how to start up a maize farm, A to Z ways, step-by-step guide on how to start up a maize farm, and also I talked about cassava farm as well. So I was shouting in that video. A lot of people were encouraging me that I should take it that I should take it easy and all, but that was my first time in going into on YouTube or in setting up a YouTube channel for myself, in teaching people how to set up farms or how to build something for themselves, you understand, or for their self, you understand. So that was the reason why I was shouting in that video, because I was naive in it and I was just getting information and all. But what is the purpose of me telling you guys this story was because I think about being creative, giving out information that will benefit people, and in return it will earn me a little money that I'll be using to keep up to my upkeeps and taking care of my own stuff and the rest, you understand. So which is very, very important. So have the right mentality that you can do it, that you can also do it better than people that has been doing it, or better than people that you think that are doing a very good stuff. Okay, so yes, let's dive into today's particular video. Like I said, you can use 100,000 naira, 200,000 naira to start up something for yourself. The year is about going to an end, so which will be entering into 2025. So I've been making a lot of videos concerning 2025 already, so please do well to pick one thing in this particular niche and invest your money into it, and I pray it will work out for you. So what are the type of livestock farming you can invest your money with 100,000 naira or 200,000 naira thereabout? Now, number one, we'll be starting with poultry farm. Yes, poultry farm. You can use that amount to set up a poultry farm. Yes, I know currently with the way I mentioned poultry farm, a lot of questioning will be going through your mind that poultry farming is the type of livestock farming that require a huge capital. Yes, the answer is yes. You are not lying about that. It requires a huge capital. It requires skill. It requires labor. A lot of things. Because you are going to get land, you are going to get all that before you start up the farms and all. And it's even a risk type of farming. But I believe that if you listen to this particular on video to the end, then definitely you get the answers to all your questions. Poultry farming is capital intensive, quite and correct. But that even with that 100,000, 300,000, you can be able to set up something. how can you do it? If you want to go into poultry farming in a smaller scale like that, then you actually didn't need a very big capacity of poultry farm. No, you just start with something little. Especially like people that are living in a compound or in a rented apartment, whereby they have access to a little space within their compound, just like this particular picture showing right here. Because when I was still in school, I have access to this particular little compound then. You understand? So when you have access to a little compound like this, then you'll be able to start up something little for yourself. It could be 15 chickens, it could be 20 chickens, it could be 40, depending on how big or little the space is. You understand? Start up something like that for yourself and you'll be able to achieve that. You understand? So in terms of spacing, if you are living in a rented apartment or if you have a little space at your backyard, then definitely you are going to start up this particular poultry farm. You can see that it's going to reduce on cost. You're going to reduce the expenses of buying land and all. And I believe that a lot of people, or a lot of you guys watching me right here right now, definitely you'll be related to someone that has land, or you yourself, you might have bought some land at somewhere. Probably you want to use the land for your building construction, for business purposes and all. Definitely you can also use that land for the agricultural purpose as now. You understand? You can use that land to construct your poultry pen or to set up your poultry pen in a smaller scale, and after you started growing to a certain level, you can also turn the land to the particular building or to particular business that you actually want to use it from the onset. You understand? But I believe that you might have been, you might have cousin, or you have a dad, you have a relative that has a land, or you have someone that has on a poultry farm that is no longer using again. You can rent that, or you can discuss with the person that, okay, if I raise this particular chickens to this certain level, this is the amount I'm going to pay you, or this is the profit that whenever I sell the chicken, we'll divide the profit. You hold this, you hold that. You understand? You can bargain some things with the person, and definitely the person will allow you to have a space to where you can raise your chicken and all. You understand? So that is the area of how you can reduce costs in terms of poultry farm if you want to go into poultry farm. So get a place, a little space that you can use to set up your poultry farm. And like I said, if you want to go into this particular niche with that little amount of money, then definitely you are not going to employ laborers, which is very, very important. You are not going to employ laborers. You are going to do it yourself. So that is the area whereby you must be consistent. That is number one. You must be hardworking. That is number two. You must be creative. That is number three. And you must ask questions. Always, asking questions. Go into the YouTube channel. You will see several videos of different people that are very knowledgeable about this particular niche of the thing. People that explain details in total about this particular niche. Ask questions, research, and definitely you'll be able to get there. You understand? So, which is very, very important. And like I said, you can start with about 20, 10, 15, 50, thereabout. You understand? Don't start with a very large capacity of poultry bed, because you are the one that will be there to take care of the chicken. If you are not there, probably if you have a brother, have a cousin, or if you have a child for parents that have children, you can also pick one of your children that, okay, be looking after this particular poultry pen for me, taking care of it and all, so to reduce cost, because the money you are using to start is a little money. It's not that big. You understand? So with that, you have to cut down a lot of things. And cutting down a lot of things doesn't necessarily mean they are going to cut down the price. The area of the feeding or the area of the vaccine, which is very, very important. I'm not going to cut down the area of important thing like that. But probably in terms of labor, in terms of things that will cost, that are going to cost you excess money, you try to cut it down. And what are the type of chickens you can raise with this particular little amount? Like I mentioned, broiler, very important. You can start with broiler. Broiler is type of chickens that you can start within 5 to 6 weeks. You'll be able to sell the broilers out and restock again. So with that, you start making money from it. You can also go into layer farming as well, which is very important. Just start with a little capacity of layer with good adequate feeding. They will start reproducing for you. Just that the area which you are going to be spending more is the area of what the feeding and also the vaccine. The vaccine is even a smaller case in this particular stuff, but the area of the feeding is very, very necessary and important. After sourcing for the building where you'll be keeping them and all, then the area of the feeding will comes in. Put the area of the feeding into consideration. If you can formulate feed yourself, if you are good about formulating feed yourself, quite alright, formulate feed yourself. If you are not good with that, then buy a very good feed for your chickens. You understand? And the third type of chicken you can also raise in this little money that you have is what, like the local chicken. The local chicken we even require less of the feed. You are not going to buy a lot of feed and all, because with the local chickens you can feed them something like the guinea corn, the corn, grass. You can allow them to feed leftover food and all. You understand? So you'll be spending less. And with the local chicken, you can get chicken like the Fulani chickens and all, because those ones grow bigger, they grow taller. You can start with chickens like what the Noila Bell, like this particular video is showing right here. The chicken belongs to one of my subscriber, and he just bought them not quite long, and they are doing very, very great. You understand? Buy the Noila chicken, your local chickens, like in terms of the Fulani chickens, the local one, and also what broiler chicken and layers. Very, very important. With the little amount of money you have, you'll be able to achieve something in the area of the poultry farm. And the third type of livestock farming you can also use your 200,000 naira or 100,000 naira to start is what the goat farming. Goat farming is also another niche of a livestock farming that you can invest your money into. Goat farming doesn't necessarily require a very huge capital that much. The only area in type of goat farming that require a very huge capital is probably if you want to set up like 2,000 capacity of this particular goat farm, or 10,000 capacity or 1,000 capacity. That is when you'll be require a lot of capital. But for you that have just 100,000 naira or 200,000 naira, then you just have to start with about 2 or 3 goats maximum. Or if you want to follow the right way, then start with 10. 10 is okay. Or 9 female, 1 male, which is very, very important. But in terms of the goat one, then select the type of breed that can adapt to your environment, because not all breed of goat can adapt to your climate or to your environment. So make sure that you look for the type of goats that can adapt to your environment. That was the reason why I do talks about local goats, West African dwarf goats. Very, very important. Put that into consideration. With West African dwarf goats, it can adapt to any weather and they are going to do great. Although they will take time before they will mature, but at the same time they are going to do well. If you have about 2 female and 1 male of goat at your farm or at your compound, or whichever little space that you have, then just give it a little time. The goat will start multiplying. It can multiply from 2 to 3, from 3 to 4, from 4 to, before you know, you start having like 10, 15, 20 goats at your farm. And that is how to start up farming, or that is the mindset that should be on your mind. Start little. It doesn't necessarily that you have to start up with a big stuff. You understand? You can't be thinking like someone that have about 10,000 capacity of bed with someone that just have about 2,000. Just like 10 on goats. Your thinking gap will be very, very different. You understand? Although you are going to get there, but the hard work starts from today. You have to start from today. Then you get to where the type of person that have raised it home to that particular amount. Okay, so just start something with that amount. You start up a goat farming. Get 2 female goat, like I said, just 1 male goat. Provide where they will be staying. Goats just love where goats are browsers, so they love moving from one place to another. So just get a little space at your backyard, then start up something. Or like I said, from the lives of the chicken as well, you can rent a space for yourself. And I believe that a lot of people here right now should have land, or you are related to someone that have land. So setting up a goat farm shouldn't be a very big deal for you guys. As far as you have a space and you have think about, okay, where can I get feed for them and how can I be sourcing for feed for your animal, then you are good to go. And major of the feed that goats do feed on is grass or leftover feed that we have at home as well. We can feed it to our goat with a little bit of concentrated feed. As you can see from my back, we have a lot of grasses here. Although this is dry season, but there are goats that do eat dry grass. You can see from my back right there. You can see. So we have a lot of grasses here. You understand? So if you are living where it's close to the a bush or a forest, definitely getting grasses for your goat shouldn't be a problem, because what goat do feed on majorly is grass, you understand, but with a little bit of what concentrate feed, and you are good to go. Set up your farms and start something in this particular year or next year. Please do well to start up something. And the third livestock farming you can invest your money with a little capacity of money are what? Grass cutter farming. Very, very important. With 200,000 naira, with 300,000 naira, you'll be able to start up something. Very, very important. Like this particular grass cutter video just showing right there is one of my subscribers that just bought the grass cutter last week. I supplied it to one of my subscribers last week. You understand? So which is very, very important. He bought about one colony of 6 months, and within 6 months, you know, grass cutter is fully matured for crossing. For female, 6 months they are fully matured for crossing, while for male, within 8 months they are fully matured for crossing. So you can start up something like that. And grass cutter doesn't really require a bigger space. It's just something small. You understand? Even at your compound or the place they are living currently, just get a little cage, get your grass cutter with adequate feeding. Although they all have their disadvantages, because disease outbreak comes in, all that can set in as well. So that was the reason why I said that if you are thinking of going into this particular niche of a thing and with a little capacity, then definitely your thinking capacity must be very, very fast. You understand? You must be a genius. You must be asking questions every day, because you didn't have money to buy more drugs, to set up or to be giving them vaccine at always. Just you can't compare yourself with someone that has about 10,000 capacity of farming. You understand? So due to that, your thinking capacity must be very, very fast. You must be researching, getting the right animal from the right source in order for you to reduce mortality or to reduce diseases and all. You understand? What can you feed them? You must have to be researching, learning things about what you can feed them, how you can get those the feeding aspect done and all. Very important. And like I said, if you are starting off this particular farm with a little amount, then don't think about employing any laborers to your farm. You must be doing it yourself. That is why those farming, they are also what we call the mini livestock. You understand? Something little that you can do within your space, or within where you are living, or within a little space. It could be 1 plot of land, 2 plot of land. Set up something. It's not until when you have about 1 acre, 2 acre or 3 hectare before you can think of setting up farming. No, just start with the little space that you have and you are good to go. So grass cutter is very, very important. It's something you can start up with that little amount that you have. Then the fourth is the snail farming. Snail farming is also a very cheap type of farming, but it's very, very lucrative. I've talked about I've talked about 6 agricultural business that you can invest your money into. Check my video, you are going to see that particular video. So I mentioned snail farming in that area as well. You understand? So snail farming should be your number 3rd, because with the little amount you can start up a snail farming. Snail doesn't really cost much. If you are buying one snail, I think around 500, 600 naira for just one snail. And snail do grow faster, they do produce fast. You understand? So start up a snail farming. With the little space you have, you can set up snail farming. For example, if you want to set up a snail farming and you didn't have money to build a pen or to build cages, to build on things that you can use to raise your snail, then do you know what we call the tire? Like all this car tire that we see. You can gather 2 or 3 car tire at your compound. Get a loamy soil, pour it there. Get your snail, keep it there, pouring water, providing leaves on fruits that they can eat, pour it there. With that, you can use that to raise a very large or a large number of snail. You can use that to raise a very large number of snail at your compound, which is very, very important. They are the type of livestock farming that you can start with a little amount of money. With 200, 300, 100,000, 500, depending on the amount you have, you can use that to start up something. Please change the mentality of, no, I have to have about 1 million naira, 2 million naira before starting up something. I know that our money, on the name just give it, with the name it looks big, but the value is, we all know how Nigeria is going with our economies, and we know with the dollar rate to Nigerian stuff of a thing. I know that it's not that much, because it can't even go a very long way, but don't use that to stop you, or don't allow that to limit your mindset concerning this particular niche of a thing. With that amount, you will be able to start up something. we are entering into 2025. So don't repeat the mistake that you made in 2024. I mean, don't repeat that particular same mistake in 2025. Change your mindset of how you think on concerning this livestock of a thing. Start up something, even is something little. Just start it up, and definitely you'll be able to to gain or to make profit from it at the long run. So this particular video is just short, just to tell you guys that with the little amount you have currently right now, please use it to start up something. There are several types of livestock farming you can use that money to start, but I will just stop with this particular 4. So you can just, as far as you have the little amount in your bank account right now, definitely think about this particular 4 livestock stuff that I just mentioned. Invest your money and start making money from it. Okay, so if you are learning, or if you are looking for how to buy this animal, or where to get it from, or if you are looking for more information on how you can raise them, how you can treat your animal, how you can take care of your animal, then my number is there. You can reach out to me. I'll help you out with that. With the little knowledge that I have, I'll be able to reply to your message, or I'll be able to to add my own advice to whichever thing you have currently. Please, if today is the first time of coming across my YouTube channel, do well to subscribe, turn on the notification bell to be notified when I drop a video for you. And please, if you think that this video has done something or has changed your mentality about how you think about farming, please kindly give me a thumbs up and keep on sharing my videos. And bye for now.